is the best one at chess. I'm kidding. But we will see what happens, because today, everybody, we are going to be doing a blitz match between my parents, which is going to be really, really fun. And they are going to be playing a best out of 10. For everyone that doesn't know, both of my parents are grandmasters. Mom has been the best woman in the world at chess. I mean, in the 80s, but still, she's still being, you know, in the top woman players in the world for a very long time. Rating right now is like 24.
What is it? 24, 59.
24, 59, but she has a peak of 25, 50. My dad, he's been Spanish champion a bunch of times in different categories. He's been, you know, absolute Spanish champion, like for everyone, 5 times. Also a grandmaster. So they're both obviously super duper duper strong chess players, much stronger than I am. I mean, you can't even compare it. We're gonna go for game number 1.
Yeah. Okay, so I start the clock here.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's.
Is it working? Just check that it's working.
Yeah.
Is it working?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. I can't see it over here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's working. Okay, nice. All right, we're getting a Tromposky, everybody. We're getting a Tromposky. I really should not scream, but we're getting a Tromposky. This is my dad's favorite chess opening. Yeah, they're going very fast. But my mom knows this. She's played against a Tromposky so many times because my dad plays it all the time. Yeah, they're already at move 20. They're blitzing this out. Like, both of my parents are very fast, as you guys can see. But yeah, basically the Tromposky, like what you're trying to do is that you're just trying to destroy like black's pawn structure. But now my mom might go ahead and castle queen side, so she doesn't really care about the pawn structure being destroyed on the king side, and she's probably gonna go something like rook g8 to try to pressure my dad's king. But I don't know, maybe I'm wrong about this. Maybe she'll castle king side. So that's why my dad is just trying to get some sort of attack going on here. Awesome. Yeah, that is very aggressive, but I think that my mom is going to be very aggressive on the chessboard too. I mean, guys, just it's so funny to see their faces actually. My dad, when he plays an aggressive move, he always he really pushes, you know, you can see with his whole body that he's about to do an aggressive move, which is really funny. I actually don't know whose position I prefer. Maybe black's, because I feel like black is going to be able to get some really nice open files on the g file, but also if black castles queenside, then the pawn on a5 might be a little bit weak. So I'm not entirely sure if I like that. But now my mom is going f5, she's castling queenside, and my dad is putting the knight in the center, and this is a really strong position for the knight. So my mom definitely wants to exchange it very quickly because that knight is much stronger than hers. But now actually I'm starting to like white's position maybe a little bit, because I feel like black's king is going to become pretty weak. My mom is going f6 just to try to break the center, because white's center is very strong, and now my dad is bringing the next knight into play. So yeah, this is kind of crazy. Yeah, rook f7 makes sense. My mom wants to try to defend her king with her pieces because there's no pawns. She needs to try to defend with the pieces. So rook f7 and then rook g7 is probably what she's going to try to do, I believe. So yeah, I think she's just going to try to cover up her king like this. And now the king goes to h1 because my dad doesn't want his king to be attacked. But this is actually really cool because now that the g file is open, black can actually double up the rooks. We can see that black will probably go rook a g8 and we'll try to double up the rooks to pressure on g3. So actually the question is, what king is more unsafe? I think that, no, maybe h5, h4 is too dangerous actually. I'm not sure. I feel like black might want to bring in their queen pretty soon, but yeah. How come Juan's clock is slower? No, they're equal. It's just that, you know, sometimes when the moves go really quickly, you know, the board can take a little bit to catch up, but yeah. Can they still hear Anna? No, guys, they're in their own bubble. My parents don't hear me. I mean, they're not even reacting to what I'm saying right now. My parents are so in their own bubble. It's so funny. Okay, all right. So, let's go ahead and see. So the queen goes back. Yeah, that's what I was saying. My mom is now trying to bring her queen to the attack as well. So what she's going to do is that she's going to go rook g6, probably to go rook h6, to put the rook on the same file as the king. And then perhaps, does she want to do that? Maybe she just wants to go queen f6, queen g7. I'm not sure, but it actually seems to be pretty hard to see how to basically enter the position. But now black is going bishop b4, attacking the queen. The bishop goes back, and I think that one plan would be to maybe try to sacrifice on g3 at some point. So, wow, they're playing so fast. This is crazy. My mom is so fast. She has a whole minute more than my dad right now. That is pretty crazy. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, I think it says... yeah, guys, so basically, I know it says Pia under white's clock, but my mom is playing with the black pieces, so maybe it looks a little bit confusing. Maybe we can fix that for later. But my mom is playing with the black pieces. Yeah, I was confused too. I actually thought that my mom was up on time a minute. But no, it's the opposite. So maybe we can switch the position for that. Because they will be switching positions, so at some point it will be right. Other parts it won't be right. But yeah, it does look a bit confusing actually. But yeah, guys, my mom has the black pieces. I actually got confused about it too. So yeah, my dad is the one that has like a minute extra. There we go. We'll just go ahead and put it down a little bit. Slowly but surely, guys. Slowly but surely. There we go. Just don't look at that. All right, there we go. Nice. Okay, yeah, so my mom has the black pieces, of course. All right, so my dad is up a minute. Yeah, that's what I thought. My dad is being very, very fast right now. So now, I mean, this is so cool. Like, we can see that, you know, dad is doing everything to defend, but at any point, you know, he might do the opposite and try to attack. The question is, what piece is better? Is you know, dad's knight better than the bishop? Or what piece is better? I think that is, you know, like, one of the bigger questions, but I'm actually pretty terrified about that knight, although the knight doesn't have that many places to go to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, draw?
So
I don't want to lose.
Okay.
So it's a draw.
Draw.
Yeah, no, I'm so happy with the draw here, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I think this knight is better than your bishop.
Yes.
So why did you take a draw?
Because I don't have plan to win here.
Yeah, there's no
I don't
plan.
have plan here.
It's completely closed.
Yeah, no, but I actually have a plan now, I see. I didn't think of it before.
Only if I can play e4 in good conditions. Yes.
Yeah, no, this is what white want to do, to go
yeah.
e4.
E4.
Yeah.
If I can play e4,
I don't, maybe I could have gone b6, c5 just to improve my pawn structure. But I'm a little scared of this break. And I'm not keen on walking with my h-pawn because my king will be very...
better than king side.
So that's why.
And now we're going to see game number 2, okay? Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, game number 2, let's go. Okay, so knight f3 first move, c5 and c4. Okay, nice. So d4 and e4. So this is sort of like an English opening. Oh, the clock is not working.
It's not.
Start.
Start. So now, like this.
Okay.
That's my move?
Yeah,
Yes.
you can continue from there. Okay, there we go. All right, so they're just gonna get a little bit extra time, which is very nice. They're just developing right now, playing a tempo. Dad is gonna try to flank his bishop to b7, and now the pawn on e4 is always a weakness in this sort of positions, which is why my mom wants to go f3 to defend the pawn. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, this is like one of the type of positions that I hate playing with both colors, but my parents, they know what they're doing, I'm sure. But wow, queen b8. So the idea... Wait, what is the idea?
You will see.
Queen b8. I will see. Okay. Wait, what? This is so cool. So the idea is just to put the rook on d8 and then... maybe to double up with the rook? Nice. Wait, this is... Okay, so now the queen is going back to f8? Was this planned? Queen is going back and forth in the position. Okay. So the rooks are getting doubled up. White's knights are looking really dangerous in the center, but maybe at some point they can just simply be kicked away. Okay, so e6, trying to kick away the knight. But now the issue might be that the d6 pawn, that it becomes a weakness. I think that's what white is going to be playing towards, just the positional advantage of attacking the pawn on d6. So, you know, the queen and the rook in the knight. They're all creating a battery, you know, towards that pawn on d6. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Dad is up a minute already. It's crazy. Actually, this is crazy. My dad has the same time as he started with. Guys, my dad is a fast player. I've been trying to say this, you know? Okay, now he's taking a think, but that is the good thing about time management, that you can choose when to take a think, right? So you can choose when you feel like it's time to analyze a little bit more. Okay, so there's been an exchange. Now the moves are going so fast on the board. So there's now been an exchange, and now the critical point is going to be the d5 square. I think we're going to see just a big exchange. But no, mom goes e5, and the idea of that is to ask, you know, the knight where it's going to go. But then also to still put pressure on the d5 pawn, which is an isolated pawn. The pawn on d5 is isolated right now, which is why my dad is pushing the pawn, because he doesn't want to keep that pawn over there, because it's going to be a big weakness. And now the knight might be able to come up to d5, which is why my mom went bishop g5, pinning the knight, and that is a very nice move. My dad keeps on pushing the pawn, hoping for something, but yeah, I think bishop just goes back. I think the bishop just goes back, and now there's still the same issues. The knight on f6 is hanging, and if my dad moves it, the rook is hanging behind. So this is looking really nice. Yeah, now my mom is going to be an exchange up, and this is looking really nice for her. Don't listen to me, Dad.
Time is important also. Don't forget.
Yeah, no, knights are great, Dad. Knights are great. I'm just saying. I'm just saying that there's an exchange up here. Okay, so let's go ahead and see here what happens. This is so intense. But my mom is now under a minute at this point. Dirty flag incoming, who knows? But my mom's knight on d6 is also good, so now my dad has to exchange. But maybe my dad, I mean, if at some point he can get that pawn on d6, then maybe he could get a little bit of compensation. I mean, my dad likes to play with his knight, so I guess it is good that there is that he still has his knight, of course. Yeah, time is important too. Time is very important, of course. Time is super important. So time is of the essence. Isn't that a saying? Okay, so now there is, well, I know. Yeah, there's some tricks. Can you hear me? I don't want to say it too loud. They used to go bishop c4. If rook takes d6, that's the plan. I don't want to say it too loudly, but I'm sure my mom is seeing it. She did. Okay, there you go. ASMR chess commentary. I was just whispering, guys. I was just whispering, just so you guys couldn't hear. Okay, now my dad's knight is gone, and my mom is gonna try to bring in the second rook. Rooks are really, really strong. I think this is looking great. I think this is looking great for her. But my dad is gonna try to flag her. He will go for the dirty flag. He keeps on fighting. I love it. My dad is a fighter, just like me. It's so cool to see them blitz out this endgame, though. I'm loving it.
I forgot. Oh, I forgot the. But okay, it's okay still.
Oh, my mom blundered a pawn. Mom blundered a pawn, but it's okay. All right, we're getting an endgame here. This is super cool. This is going insanely fast, guys. I think the plan is going to be to take the pawn on b5. And then black is going to try to do something with their pawns on the queen side. This is crazy.
Ay, 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 ay.
They're doing everything here. It's so fast. And now my mom's king is stopping the pawns on the queen side from moving. Mom is very cool and calm and collected, yeah. Okay, now the king is coming in. Wow, this is so cool. Now the king is coming in and push and check. Guys, this is how you play endgames. If you've ever wondered, this is how you do it. Wait, what is going on here?
Because it's check. Okay, so it's check.
Wait, there's a stalemate?
It is a stalemate, yes. So let's see like this.
Wait, this is so nice, what? What? Wow. Guys, this game is crazy.
Ay. No. No.
Okay, so.
No.
Wait,
Well-
is it draw?
No, he won because that's mate. Mate.
Ah, it's mate. Okay, yeah, of course, it's mate. It's mate. Oh, yeah, it's checkmate. You can't stop the checkmate.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what
that's nice. Okay, it's GG. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. Okay. Wow, that was such a nice stalemate idea. That was very nice. Okay, guys, mom wins because she's going to be checkmating with the rook on d8. The rook is going to come down and it's going to
Hay que
be
poner las
a
piedras.
checkmate.
Okay, so.
That is so eager to get the game started. It's so funny, guys. My parents are so eager to play the game. Okay, awesome, guys. We're going now for game number 3, everybody. Let's see what happens. It's a d4, d5 game. Let's go. My favorite type of opening. Let's go. Awesome. So, let's see what is happening. Oh, we got another Tromposky, bishop g5, but now my mom played h6 instead and bishop h4. My dad loves to play this Tromposky. It's like one of the openings he's most characterized by, playing the Tromposky. He absolutely loves it. The opening is called Tromposky, guys. Yeah, that's the name of it. So it's not really played so much, I feel like. Like when I'm playing Blitz online, I don't get that many people playing it, but like when I'm playing in tournaments and like my level 2200, 2300, a lot of people play the Tromposky. It's very common. A lot of them see it so much in Blitz, but yeah, it's actually really annoying to play against. And when my dad plays it against me, like he knows it so well, I hate playing it against it. So yeah, let's go ahead and see. Yeah, my mom, she has lost like 40 seconds. I definitely got my time management from my mom, but she's always really fast when she has little time left. So even though she spent some time right now, she knows exactly what she's doing. So yeah, most people play the London instead. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so now Dad is taking a little bit of a think. So looking at his position, probably contemplating, should I castle queenside or kingside? Where should I castle my king? And he ends up castling kingside. But now my mom has set up this h6 g5 plan, and the question is, will she castle queenside or will she try to get some sort of attack on the kingside? I think she will castle kingside, but I do not know. We will see. We will see. So, okay, will I be right or will I be wrong? All right, she's not making a decision yet. She's going a6, and she's trying to get some space on the queen side. Wait, is it all good? Okay. All right, awesome. So, let's see, bishop e5. Now the question is, will my mom take the bishop? No. Look at that. My dad is just trying to centralize the bishop as much as possible, putting it right in the center. Okay, nice. F4, okay. He's just trying to break those kingside pawns, and my mom is saying, I don't care. Your bishop is like a pawn, even though it's not. But now the g5 pawn might become pretty weak, but my mom might get like some counterattack on the h2 pawn. So yeah, my father is so aggressive. He's really aggressive on the board, like on the chessboard. Yeah, that's where I got my aggressiveness from. I love his style of play. I've always been really inspired by his style of playing like really aggressive chess. I think it's really fun. So yeah. Okay. So now my mom's knight is under attack. The knight moves to g4 just to put some pressure on h2. And the question is what does my dad do about it? The pawn on e5 is also hanging, and the question is, you know, if it's become a little bit weak. Maybe some pawns have become a little bit weak. So he's taking now his time to think, but he's almost a minute up, which is amazing. How many clocks has your dad broken? My dad has never broken a clock. He just, you know, he does press them very hard, but he doesn't break them. They always survive, you guys. Chess clocks, they're very greatly made, okay? They survive most things. They survive people that press them very hard. You know, he puts all his passion on the board and on the clock. So now
I have problems here. I have problems.
I want you to have problems, but okay.
My dad is saying that he has some problems. He doesn't seem to be happy with the position. And my mom seems to be pretty happy. Yeah, that is considering... Wait, what is the sacrifice? All right, awesome. It's fine. Okay, good. Okay, so let's see. My dad said he had some problems. I'm wondering if my mom can take the pawn in the center, the pawn on e5. But she's choosing to not do so yet. I mean, my mom's king is in the center, but it's actually not looking that unsafe. There's not really that many pieces that can attack it. So yeah. Yeah, the king is actually like a lot more safe on e8 than what like white's king is on g1, which is pretty interesting, right? Because the king is castled. So I think my mom might stay with the king for a while. It's going to be hard for white to try to create any sort of attack. And now the bishop, the knight, and the rook are all looking towards my dad's king. So yeah. My mom is definitely an active player still, guys. My mom did win a gold medal at the Chess Olympiad just a couple months ago. So if we talk about being active in chess, my mom is very active in chess. You know, reaching one of her peaks in her career just 2 months ago at an age of 59, which is really cool. So yeah, so that is really great. Ooh. Yeah, now, you know, Dad is doing everything to block this diagonal. This diagonal is, I mean, a really scary diagonal for white. The a7, g1 diagonal. So queen b6, just pinning the knight. Now the knight cannot move anywhere because the king is on g1. So, I mean, yeah, my dad's position is definitely cramped. The king cannot go to h1 either, or take the rook or anything like that. So there's not a lot of things that he can do. So queen c5, putting, I believe, a little bit more pressure on c3.
Oops, there's something here. Oh.
And now my dad is trying to go for counter tactics. He's a very sneaky player. He's trying to find some counter tactics. This is a very crazy position right now. Wow. What? Does it work? Queen g6? Does it work? The king is going to try to escape?
Oh, and this was a huge mistake I did. It was a huge mistake.
They're both in time travel with 20 seconds. Wait, is that a free queen? Ah, no. There's a fork. Guys, things are going crazy. Wow, what is the material now?
Oh. So, oops.
Rook and rook versus two knights. So black is definitely a lot of upping material, but 12 seconds versus 25. I mean, time travel is going to be insane over here. Yeah, my mom typically really doesn't like being so low on time, so this is a stressful moment for her right now. Wow. knight is on so many squares we don't even know where it is. Oh wow. 12 seconds versus 19. This is getting crazy. This is bullet mode times a million. Wow. The pawn has a dream, but will the dream be enough?
No, I resign.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
I resign.
oh yeah. So it was so crazy. But
What a crazy game!
yeah, that was very crazy game. Yes. Okay.
Yeah?
Oh, what?
Game number 5. No, 4. Game number 4, everybody.
You don't want to play d4 against me, you see?
Yeah, I will play.
want to play d4 against me?
I will play d4 also. I will absolutely play d4 against you too.
Guys, you see, I got my d4 moves from my mom and my dad. Both of them play d4. I got them from both of
Oh,
them.
so sorry.
Cute.
Mate.
Mate?
No, I want to play mate for me. Bishop take f6 and mate in h7.
Ah, my dad is doing the same thing as I like to do. Okay, the king disappeared for a little bit.
You play against me these things?
I don't know, but I try.
Okay.
Yeah, you see guys, my mom is doing the same thing as I try to do, which is to checkmate on h7 all the time. My dad will get maybe, a little bit of piece activity. Knight is coming up to c5. And he's just saying, Pia, you're not going to checkmate me. Like, what kind of games are you playing? There's no way. Now the thing is that my mom needs to castle, maybe needs to castle at some point, and now that her pawn is on h4, maybe it'll be a little bit more scary to castle on the king side. The idea is that she's sacrificing the knight on g5 because if black takes, then she'll take back with the pawn and she'll say that she's going to have enough compensation because of the fact that her rook is going to be on the h file. So she's sacrificing a knight, but this is a typical sacrifice because the black king will pretty much get checkmated if black decides to take on g5. It's very dangerous. It's very dangerous.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Ooh, we're seeing, wow. Wow. Queen h7 checkmate is the threat.
What do I have? I have just,
Very aggressive.
Yeah,
What a
this-
move.
Yeah, this was a good move. So I guess what I played was not the right.
You
Yeah.
can think a little more. Did you think?
You want to win
yeah.
on time, Dad?
It's a difficult position. You need to think a little bit.
Yeah.
You don't see this move.
No, I don't see this move. But
That was
okay.
actually a really nice move.
So I will play
blocking
like
the queen
this.
from checkmating.
So so I will go. Yeah, I'm not so.
Wait, the rook is...
We go like
I didn't even
this.
notice guys that the rook was hanging. Wow. Wait guys, everything is hanging in this position. What is the material? Is it just me or is my mom a piece down?
Yeah, I'm just a piece down, so I'm not very happy here. Something has
I'm very happy, yeah.
something has gone completely wrong here.
I'm very happy.
Yeah, mom
So
is a piece down. The rook was hanging on a1. But okay, maybe the bishop on... The idea, I guess, is to trap the bishop on a1. So if my mom is able to trap that bishop, then she'll get her piece back, and I mean, I guess she'll be... Then it'll be equal material. So that's what she's trying to do. But it's not going to be so easy because if white moves the knight, then the bishop will be able to escape to c3 perhaps. So you have to
yeah,
be a
no,
little
this
careful.
is this is just lost. I would actually prefer to just resign. I have no idea what I would.
Mom,
what-
you can fight. Be a
You
fighter.
need to fight.
But there is no way to fight this position. Absolutely no way. Okay, so I will castle.
So now the idea, I guess, it's going to be to try to get the knight out. Guys, we're fighters here. for fighters. Yeah, it takes, and now probably the... Wait, what's happening? Ah. Huh? Okay, I have a question. I'm gonna have a question for after the game, guys. Now I have a question prepared. I'm wondering what happened if the knight was hanging. I mean, if you took the knight. But I'll ask them after the game. Yeah. Okay. So, now the bishop is able to escape. So my mom will be a piece down. But she is still fighting. The issue is that the pawn on h4 is also hanging. And, I mean, basically, like, it's going to be hard to develop the knight for white as well. And black has a good attack on the king. So now she's taking the knight.
It's just hopeless this, but okay.
I'll have one piece more. Okay, I want to play something nice.
There's a chance that my dad will lose because he's trying to play too nice. My dad always tries to play really beautiful games.
Yeah, but this is last. Yeah, okay, but I will. Let's see.
Oh, you can check here. I see this move because I want to play it because I see this move.
Yeah,
so I can queen g3.
No, but I have
I have piece more, you know. I have piece more.
So let's see. We have to put that. So, and I can resign it. So, okay, yeah. So, yeah, no.
That was a lot of blitzing out.
Okay, that's
That was a lot of blitzing out.
So,
Okay.
so in the open, it was just bad what I played
you
because
resigned?
no, I resigned.
Okay, we're entering now game number 5. Okay, there we go. We're entering game number 5, everybody. So
Okay.
that is what we're gonna be seeing
No,
now.
no clock, no.
I mean, so we have to make like this,
Okay.
and then we start.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like this.
Game number 5, let's go! Another d4 game, nice. Yes, guys, it's exactly, yeah, my maths weren't so quick in that one. Okay, so this is now a little bit different. No Tromposky anymore. My dad switched up his opening after losing a couple games with it. So now we're seeing, what even is this? Sort of triangle. What is this opening? Does this even have a name? Okay, I'm gonna call it a triangle opening. You're just defending everything, basically. The plans are pretty clear, though. You try to go e4. Oh, this is the Kale system. I forgot. It's the Kale system, yeah. There we go. Oh, white's queen disappeared. Dad, could you put the queen in the center?
Okay, so queen in the center.
No,
This.
in the center of the square.
Yeah.
No,
So
Because
okay.
it disappeared. Wait, the queen is still gone.
There's still.
Okay, now it's good. Okay.
Okay,
All right,
so-
let's continue. All right.
So,
Mom wanted me to fly the queen up to the center. Awesome. All right, there we go. So now we're seeing some castles. Oh, and bishop a3, very nice. Once again, the idea is going to be to put pressure on the d6 pawn, so the bishop is just looking towards that. Maybe there's even some e5 plans because of the pawn takes and the bishop is hanging on e7, so there might be some stuff like that. Hedgehog structure for black, very interesting. Yeah, it's a hedgehog structure for black, exactly. So now rook e8, just to defend the bishops that there is no e5 push with the bishop hanging, no pin going on, and the queen is going to b8. I've actually seen so many games today where the queen has gone to b8. I never put my queens on b8. I don't know if that's why I'm not a GM, but yeah, we're seeing that white is trying to double up the rooks. Rook c2, rook c1, rook c7 is probably what white wants to do over here. And now black is trying to break the center by pushing, and the question is, what will black capture with? Probably the pawn. Oh, I'm kidding, with the knight. And my dad is surprised. And now they're blitzing out some moves. I thought actually I was going to take with the pawn. Yeah. Okay, rook e7. The idea is to stop rook c7. Now Dad is trying to bring up another knight. And this knight is going to go to places. Knight c4, knight e3, knight f5 could be a plan. This knight can reroute to very, very, very beautiful places. And I think that's like one of the key things. Like, you always try to put your pieces in the best squares possible. And this is what White is trying to do here. White is trying to place that knight in the best square possible. Yeah, this is very nice. Knight e3, knight f5, I believe, is what we're going to see quite soon. But maybe not, because the pawn on e4 is hanging. So first, I guess we need to defend that. Maybe you can do it anyways, you know? I'm not sure. Maybe you can do it anyways. Yeah, I think knight e3 was played. Because if takes, you have knight f5, attacking the rook with a tempo, you'll lose the piece on e4, I believe. So that's why Black goes g6 to stop knight f5 from happening. And now the pawn on b5 is hanging, but the pawn on e4 will be hanging as well. So all sorts of things are hanging in this position, which is pretty crazy. Yeah, Pia is up on time. Mom is up on time for the first time during the match. So she's now more confident. She's doing really well. So yeah. Chess is easy. Just place the pieces on the best squares. Exactly. Exactly. Okay, so rook c5. Threatening the pawn on b5, threatening to take with the rook instead of with, you know, any other piece, which would take away the defense of the e4 bishop, or the e4 pawn. But now my mom just takes the e4 pawn anyways with the bishop. So we'll see what my dad does.
Yeah.
Ooh. That is such a tactician. Knight g4. Guys, this position is crazy. All the pieces are hanging over here. Wow. Knight takes knight. Queen takes bishop. This is insane. This is actually insane. Knight takes f6 with check. King g7. Does this work? Guys, this is crazy. This is madness. I don't know if it works though, but it does look pretty cool. Wow.
Oh, my clock, yeah.
Mom, you have more time.
Yeah, I know. It's more time than me.
I have more time than you. Okay, I wasn't sure. Yeah. So I was quite worried about it.
My mom, she was already prepared to saying this, you know? Like she hadn't even seen her clock. Okay, queen of 3, now just defending the knight. The question is now rook a6, attacking the knight. Where will the knight go now? Knight needs to be defended somehow. Maybe with the rook, maybe the knight will be moved somewhere. Knight e4 is the move that we see. Knight is just coming back, blocking also the e-pawn. Wow, queen's coming up to the center. This is looking so dangerous. But that's a really nice move. White needs to make sure they don't get back ranked for sure. This queen on d4, that's a beautiful square for the queen. Probably the best one in the position. That's such a nice square. And now the knight is under attack. The question is, where does the knight go? How is
I know
it
what you
defended?
want to do. I know what you want to do.
I'm thinking about rook a1 maybe being one of the plans. But now my dad is low on time.
Yeah, I know what you want to do. I know.
Wow, that's very pretty.
No, but it's not good move. But it's only. I know. I know. I see this move. I see this move. I see this move. But then nothing. I don't have chance there. I see this move. Nothing to do.
Wait, what happened? Oh, takes. If rook takes queen, there's rook a1 checkmate.
I know.
There's rook a1 checkmate. That's the thing. It's a back rank. So there's two pieces hanging at the same time. The knight was hanging and the bishop.
What I mean, can I take it?
Wow.
Can I? Oh, this is mate, but can I be greedy here?
So now my dad is trying to go for any sort of checks. Just to try to complicate the position. king is going up to h6. Man, that king is crazy. Guys, the king is on h6. This is so cool.
Oh, it's a check here. I didn't see the check.
I see
I didn't see the check. Oh.
Okay, there's more checks.
Okay, now I resign.
So.
Okay, and now
So-
Dad is deciding because he is.
But I think he was winning. I think
lot
you
of
were
material
winning.
now.
So if you could,
You
can we,
wanna- yeah, we
I
can
can
see
look. I think you were winning.
I think so.
So because I had so
Yeah, we
many
can see
pieces
it.
which were.
Yeah,
like-
Dad resigned now because he was a lot of material down, and he figured out that my mom would be able to stop all the checks. There was nothing,
What is
so he
very shock-
resigned the game. Typically at this level, people resign when they're lost. For what are you gonna play against D4, Dad?
You will see.
I will see.
You will
Okay.
see.
All right, guys,
Here
we're
we
going
have the
now for game
D4.
number 6.
So we go
Hey,
here.
you don't play C4.
No, I know this is what I most normally play.
Oh, my mom is not gonna play D4
Now I go
until she's
E3.
already in the match.
Look. How's he play? It's very boring openings.
Yes, I want. This is true. I want to board. But this is the same we played last time. But you were white. When you play this with you play a little bit the same setups with E3.
Yeah, Dad, don't you play the same thing with white? He's not replying to that. He only likes to play against it with white.
Play very boring.
Ooh, is he gonna go for some B5? He's playing a Benoni. Okay, no, I thought he was gonna go B5. No, he's going B6. Mom knows that she's better at this.
Now we play Sicilian, and
Dad
maybe
looks
this
so
is.
bored.
Okay, let's say I will go here. I will go F4.
He looks very disappointed. Okay, alright. Queen C7, and now he's gonna castle. Alright. So, it's because he can't beat her opening. My mom is too solid in the opening, that's the thing. Alright, so Rook C1, Rook C8. And, now the pawn on C4 might be a little bit weak in some positions, and the pawn on E4. I mean, in this sort of positions, white is always analyzing, like, if they can ever go E5 or something, or if they should just keep the position. So, yeah, how's there been two transposition to Mars Sicilians in 6 games? We've seen kind of similar positions to this actually in previous games. So F5, this is very nice. The idea is to, well, if black just stays there, the E6 pawn is going to become very weak, and if black takes on F5, then the knight is going to come up to F5, and you know, a knight on F5 is super strong. But now if he goes E5, which I believe he might do. Yeah, he's going E5. Then the knight comes back, but now this square on D5 is going to be very nice. So we're seeing how white is trying to create holes in the position, which is really interesting. So B5, my dad is forcing my mom to, you know, not get hold of that D5 square, but now the pawn on B5 is of course going to be a big weakness. Although the pawn on E4 is as well, so if white captures the pawn on B5, then the pawn on E4 can be captured, and then the pawn on F5 might become a weakness too. So that is always the plan over here.
Okay. Taka, taka, taka.
My dad's bing bang boom is taka taka. The thing though is that if my dad would capture on E4, then his knight on D7 is hanging. So that is why he's going queen A8, because he wants to capture on E4 with the bishop and then with the queen, to never have to use his knight. Yes, they do think in chess and they do think about chess in Spanish and Swedish respectively. Okay, this is very intense. So, the knight went to G3 to defend the E4 pawn, and now black's queen is coming up to A3 because he wants to pressure the knight on C3, and he just wants to enter with his queen and try to create some problems in the position for white. Limit a little bit the movement, stop the A pawn from pushing, because A4, A5 for white would be really strong. Black is a pawn down, so you know, it needs to get some activity. The pawn on B4 is hanging, but it's probably very scary to take it right now because The bishop is on d2, so the knight would be able to move around, and then the queen would be hanging. Also, guys, I'm sorry if you can't, completely follow up. But like I said, if you rewatch this either on YouTube or on Twitch, then hopefully you can, get your own analysis board and you can see this by yourself, because I can't do any arrows right now. But I do hope that you guys are able to keep up. I'm doing my best here. Thank you so much, Valerie, for subscribing. Thank you. Thank you. So, yeah. I'm wondering though if there is any good discovery. There might not be. I'm thinking right now about knight c5, but yeah. Thinking about knight d5, he's choosing to not take the pawn on b4. Instead, he's coming back to a8 to once again put some extra pressure on e4. I'm wondering right now if a plan could be to go d5 for black, to try to capture the pawn on b4 with the bishop and just basically open up the whole center. But now white is going for a4, and we have d5. This is what I was thinking that he might do. a4. White wants to start pushing the a and b pawn. In any endgame, white will be winning because the a and b pawn are two connected pass pawns that are very strong. But black just needs to try to get some sort of piece attack. I mean, black's bishop is going to become very strong. The rook is hanging. Pieces are flying. This is crazy. There's an exchange of rooks. The queen is gone, but there is a queen still. There we have the queen, guys. And now the question is, will g2 ever be hanging? Not yet, but maybe at some point g2 will be hanging. Maybe at some point. They're under a minute right now. So this is bullet time, guys. This is definitely bullet time. There could be dirty flags. I mean, it's right now a bishop and a pawn in the center. The pawn on e5 is looking a little bit weak, but queen takes c5 can probably not happen because of bishop takes g2. So not yet, but I mean, if black doesn't do anything, the a and b pawn are just going to keep pushing. Rook c7, threatening the bishop on e7. And now we have, look at this, we have a pawn, rook takes, but wait, does this work? Yeah, black is taking the pawn on b4, I believe. This is crazy. This is crazy. There is no checkmate. The bishop comes back. Now it's equal pawns. The question is though, will the a pawn be too strong? There's no b pawn anymore. Will the a pawn be too strong, or will black manage to save this? I mean, black also has some sort of counterattacks with pushing their, e pawn. So it's going to be basically the a pawn versus the e pawn, but black's king doesn't really have any movement, which is the main issue. So it might be that the a pawn is just too strong, Wow, look at that, going for the counterattacks. And rook check, king goes up, and the question is if there is any sort of checkmate. The knight is just, right now black is doing everything in a desperate attempt to save the position. White has 12 seconds versus 20.
Oy.
But white's king is very, very, very active right now. This is pretty crazy.
Oh.
They're both very stressed about the time.
Oh.
I'm wondering if there was rook takes a6. Check. I'm wondering if there was rook takes a6. Maybe there wasn't, maybe there wasn't. Probably didn't work. This is actually pretty crazy, guys. G5 check. Takes en passant.
I don't see it.
King G7.
I don't see
And
it.
now the knight is hanging. Bishop E7. My dad is unhappy.
No, I am happy.
Oh yeah.
I am happy.
Oh! Mom has 5 seconds though. Could we get a dirty flag?
Oh.
An IRL en passant. Yeah, the knight is a very strong defender. Look at the knight, the rook, and the bishop all coordinating together. This is crazy. Black is doing everything to just get their pawns go bum, bum, bum. Just push the pawns. White is now stopping the pawns with the bishop, blocking them. Look at this, guys.
I understand. Okay, yes. All right. So.
And that resigns. because it's just lost. The end game is just lost over here.
But it was, you know,
Wow.
that play was very good. I saw that the pawn on g2 was hanging, but I forgot that my b4 pawn is hanging. So that's why it didn't work what I did. I had to go back and just defend.
Maybe one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next game.
Okay, that is very ready for the next game. All right, guys.
Wait, let's
Game
see.
number 7, everybody.
No,
We're
it's not
going
going,
full,
but,
speed. Game number 7.
Play and so, yeah.
Dad really wants to win.
Okay, let's see. Let's get this. Let's see. This.
I think this is match point. Yeah, this is match point for Mom. If Mom wins, the match is over, guys.
Yeah, but you know, I'm already in problems here. I'm not very happy about this position, but okay, I will play this. So I will, yes.
It's potentially decisive.
So we will go. Oh, sorry, I want to, yes.
They're going very fast.
Yes,
Bishop
to the
g7,
ball.
knight c3. That has 3 minutes and 11 seconds. That is so much time. This is crazy. Okay, so castles. Now b4 is trying to get as much space as possible on the queen side. Yeah, match point for Pia. This is crazy. Now this is sort of Catalan. So see d5. Now the idea is just to block the queen side pawns. So c5.
Okay.
Then the pawns will probably be blocked. Yeah, so first to 5.5 points wins. That's why this match point for Pia. Now my mom has a really beautiful knight over there. White immediately exchanges the knight. Knight takes and then bishop takes. And now this bishop is going to be pretty strong. I don't know if white is going to exchange it. Yeah, he's exchanging it. But now the queen on d5 is going to be quite strong, as well as e4 is not possible for white because of the pawn on f5. Although maybe knight f4 at some point could be possible. So white is just trying to get as much of some, space on the queen side as possible. Now b6. Okay, queen d7. All right. Queen c4. The idea is now if h6 or something, there's knight takes g6. Rook d8. Also to put a bit of extra pressure on c6, I believe. a5. White is going ultra aggressive on the queen side. You see, guys, you don't always have to go aggressive on the king side. You can also go aggressive on the queen side. Just trying to open up as much as possible and create a weakness for black over here. They're going very, 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 very fast right now. Very fast. Now, Dad is taking a big think. Has this very focused face. Yeah, I only used 15 seconds on the opening, my mom. She knows what she's doing. There's also now, taking on d5, on d4 is going to be a pretty big threat for black. The bishop, the pawn, the queen, the rook are all looking towards the d4 pawn. So, you have to be a little bit careful maybe on when you do it. But at some point you can definitely take on d4 as black. So now white is trying to defend of this threat at some point.
I don't like my position now. I'm sorry. I don't like it.
It's okay, Dad. You got this. I believe in you.
Okay, we play for draw.
Okay, now Dad is going to try to play for a draw, just so that my mom doesn't win the match. Yeah, that's why d4 was hanging. That's why Dad is trying to exchange the queens. Takes and takes, and then takes back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is equal material right now. Though actually, this because black has double pawns, this d pawn could become pretty strong for white. Bishops and rooks typically work better than rooks and knights, but the question is if white will be able to defend it. I think white can defend it though. I believe they can. So knight e2 defending, and then king f3. Important to have an active king defending everything in the position. Now check, king goes back. I feel like there's chances for Dad here though. Of course black could, I guess, get a draw with rook d2, rook d3, but I don't think she's going to do that. I'm wondering if at some point white can try to take the pawn on a7. I wonder if white can at any point take the pawn on a7. Come on, Dad, do it for the boys. Dad is doing everything he can. h4, he wants to probably go h5 at some point. So now he's going rook b4 to go rook b7.
Because I have problems here. I have problems.
Dad is singing he has problem song.
I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe not.
Bishop going
maybe
to
not,
b7 so
maybe
the
not.
pawn will be hanging. Okay,
Maybe.
now he's feeling confident again. Let's go. Guys, give him the luck. He needs it. He needs it right now. It is match point at this point.
So let's see.
This is intense. Okay, now he's defending the pawn in a more active square on c6, and he's going to try to start pushing his d pawn. Black is trying to go bishop b6 to block the defense of the a6 pawn. Now white is going to do everything to get their pawn, to the other side. 50 seconds versus 143. Maybe center attack.
Wait. I don't see this. I don't see this moving. Sorry. I don't see this moving.
Oh no, and Dad blundered the knight. Oh guys, is it over? Dad
Mm.
blundered the knight. No! No!
I don't see it. Sorry.
Dad was too focused on his pawn. He just blundered the knight. No. No.
Yes.
Dad, I even said it out loud. I was trying to help you there. I was on your side.
I don't know. I don't see this moving.
Oh, it's okay, Dad. You got this.
But I will need to.
Guys, he's gonna do everything to fight. He's gonna do everything to fight. We are all on your side, Dad. Let's give him the support he needs in the last moments of the game. If Pia wins, do we get the remaining games? We will see. Maybe we'll do one final game or something, and then maybe we'll do something else as well. But we will see. I'm not sure if we'll get all the remaining games. Let me know, guys, in chat if you have any suggestions of what we'd like to do. But yeah, can I distract Mom? Mom is undistractable. Mom is undistractable. Mom is undistractable right now. Yeah, we can maybe do some other fun, chess variants. One Dutch chess game might be right.
So,
Yeah,
yeah, but yes, but
It's
maybe,
okay, Dad.
yes, maybe to look at the position.
Yeah, of course.
Maybe to look at the position or when this was played.
Yeah. It's okay, Dad. Guys, send hearts to Dad.
After
It's
C5
okay.
are better. After C5
It's
are
okay.
better.
Don't worry.
Yeah, C5. Yes, when I got C5.
I need to play with the other rook, maybe.
Yes, the other
The
rook.
other rook is better because
other
now
rook to
because now you
C5.
have the...
Yes.
Big clap to Mom for winning the match. She is just so strong.